For today's lesson, you're going to need a pencil and your counters. We're on page 119 for lesson 3.1. It is the first lesson in this chapter. Model and count to 6 is our topic for today, and our essential question is, how can you show and count 6 objects? So one thing I'd like you to notice here is this is our first time working with a 10 frame. Before, it was just those top ones and we had a 5 frame. Now there's 2 rows of 5 and this is a 10 frame because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots. So place a counter on each ticket in the set as you count them. So get some counters in your hand ready to go, and we're going to count as we place them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to move the counters down into our 10 frame. So as I do that, one by one, I'm going to start putting them down here. And remember, we always start here and work our way over this way and then down here. So I'm going to take one, take another one. And remember, after that 5, I cannot put it here. I can't put it in any space but this first one. We fill up the row and then we come back and fill up this row, okay? So now we know we have 5 up top because it fills up the whole first row. 5 and then 6. So now take your pencil, and as you pick up a counter, you're going to draw a counter. And let's pick up one here. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counters. Go ahead and flip to the next page. We have a parking lot here, a parking lot at a fair. Place a counter on each of the cars on the left side over here. So now that you've placed a counter on each of the cars, we're going to count them, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do it that way, or you can count as you put them down, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to move the counters to the parking lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And can I put it here? No, it's got to go on this side. 6. And now we're going to say 6 as we trace the 6. 6. Make a C, and then in you go. That's the way to make a 6, you know. And then S-I-X, X, 6. That's how you spell 6. Clear your counters and flip to the next page. It looks like this, and it's got a 1 and a 2 and a 1 on the bottom with a 2 inside the sun. So trace the number 6 over here. And we're going to use our 2 colored counters, our red and yellow counters, to model different ways to make 6. So do what I do. First, we're going to use 1 red, and then the rest are going to be yellow. But we're not filling up the full 10 frame, we're only making 6. So the first 5 and then 6. So the first way we did is, how many reds did we have? We had 1 red, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellows. Down and around. Short neck, belly fat, Mr. 5 wears a hat. And then if I flip, let me show you something. I can't do this. Your colors need to stick together. When you're doing it on a 10 frame like this, your colors need to stick together. They can't be every other, okay? So if I'm going to change this one over here to red, that means I have to change all of these to red, because once you switch colors, you can't go back. So how many reds do we have now? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Short neck, belly fat, Mr. 5 wears a hat. And then how many yellows do we have? Just 1. So look at that. It's the same numbers we used as before, but they flip-flopped. Now I'm going to make those ones yellow again. Okay? So how many reds do we have? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 reds, and how many yellows? 1, 2, 3. Did you know that 3 and 3 make 6? Now you do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I flip another one to yellow, that will be our last one for this page. We have 1, 2 reds. And 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows. Good. Clear your counters and flip to the next page. All right, and the green leaf up here in number 3 says 6 people each bought a bucket of popcorn. Count the buckets of popcorn in each set. Circle all the sets that show 6 buckets. So we have like a bluish purplish set, a green set, and a red set. Let's count these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It told us to circle all the sets that show 6 buckets. This one had 6, so we need to circle this set. Now let's count the green ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5, so we're not circling that one today. Let's count the reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a group of 6, so we're circling the groups of 6. Now down below in the blue flower with the number 4 on it, draw to show a set of 6 objects. Tell about your drawing. So go ahead and draw a group of 6 somethings here and then share it with someone at home. I'm going to draw 6 squigglies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then flip to the next page. The next page looks kind of like the one we did earlier, but this one you're going to do on your own. So go ahead and trace the number 6 and use your counters in different ways to make 6. Try to think of different ones that we used, okay? Don't use all the same ones. Try to think of more ways to make 6. And then on the back page, trace the number. What number is that? 6. Trace the number. Show how many more counters you would need to place in this 10 frame to model a way to make 6. So you're going to draw more counters in this 10 frame. Draw however many you need to make it equal 6, to have 6 counters there. In the yellow sun, number 2, count and tell how many are in each set. So count and tell, and then compare the numbers. Circle the number that is less. So which one has less in it? Circle that one. Count and tell how many and write the number. And send me a picture of just this page, friends, okay? And one thing that I'm not going to be having all of those templates anymore on there. I only did that until everybody had their math books. So now when you take the picture, it should be nice and big on there where you take it, and it won't be covering up another part of the template of these. So that'll work out well, and then I can let you know and I can make notes on it, things you did really well and other things to practice.